know it's kind of hot, but we're going to move on to the next thing on the agenda, which is the anti-bullying question and answer campaign. So I have 3 young ladies. 2 have been bullied, 1 have not. And we have a question and answer campaign. I will pose the question, they will answer it. And at the end, they have passed out a gray card that looked like this. Everyone have one? This is a pledge that I created for the kids going back to school, just so that they can remember that bullying not only affects them now, but will potentially affect them later in life. And it not only affects them, the person being bullied, but it sometimes affects the family. Okay, so I'm gonna start off introducing myself. My name is Talitha Wooten. I'm with OHIP Coalition that also works with NRCDC. I am a mental health ambassador for OHIP. I am also a social worker that works right here in 77021. So if you will look at the nice banner back there, that's my table. If you know anyone that may or may not be in crisis, that just needs someone to talk to, I have cards on my table. I also have the national hotline number on magnets. So if they don't feel comfortable talking to someone that's from the community, they can also call the national hotline and remain anonymous. I chose to do the question and answer panel with a couple of students because I wanted them to tell you guys instead of me coming to relay the message. I think you guys will receive it better if they told you what happened, when it happened, how it happened. And then I chose to do bullying because the kids are getting ready to go back to school. So this is very important because it's happening more than usual. Sometimes we know about it, a lot of times we don't. So the first question is, I want everyone to introduce themselves with their name, what school they go to, and what grade they are in, and their age. So the first one.
Hi, my name is Radiance Brooks. I am 17 and I am currently a senior at Hightower High School.
Hi, my name is Tiance Johnson. I'm 17. I go to Bel Air High School and I'm a senior.
Hello, I am Kaylin. I am 15 and I go to Northside High School. I'm in 10th grade.
Okay, so question number 2 says, can you reflect on a time that you were bullied and why?
So for me, it all started when I was in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. However, when I was in 6th grade, I was like trying to fit in, so I ended up following the wrong crowd. And because of that, I really wanted to like remove myself from that crowd because I was like, they're not good for me. They're not good friends. So I ended up leaving, and because of that, I was bullied. However, I would say that 9th grade year, that was my worst year of all. Well, you won't really believe it, but like people bullied me because of my personality. They didn't understand why this girl was so happy and like smiling all the time. And to them, I became annoying and childish. And they found anything to like just tear me down about. They would talk about my clothes, my hair, my shoes, my weight, anything really.
Okay, I was bullied for my weight. And like I would go places like we have PE, we have gym and everything, and it would be like they wouldn't like say it, but you can tell and like you can sense their energy that they were like, oh, okay, yeah, she's tired because she's a big girl, or she's not gonna be able to do it because she's thicker than everybody else. And I just if I don't feel like doing it, then I won't do it. But I can do things, just I can do it not just because I'm thick.
Okay. Tiance haven't experienced any bullying, so that's why we're going to skip her on a lot of questions. But she will talk or speak later in the question and answer panel. So the next question is, how did it make you feel?
While and afterwards, I was like very emotional. I was crying. I remember coming home crying like a lot. I would just like question myself, like, why were they treating me this way? Like, what did I do to them to deserve this? So it was really just a lot of me questioning and wondering like who I was.
Dur- During, it made me feel like maybe I was doing something wrong, but afterwards I felt like no, this is not something wrong just because I don't look like everybody else. I don't look like the other kids, or I don't look like the next person, and I just learned to accept myself.
Okay, so the next question is, during this time, did you guys engage in any unsatisfactory behaviors like fighting or engaging in any illegal activities? Ever thought about suicide, homicide, anything of that nature?
No, I did not think about suicide or drugs or fighting, nothing like that. It was more like my self esteem was lowered, and I was no longer that girl that would walk in the hallways with like my head up. I was scared to like take up for myself. So I was really like changing, and I didn't like who I was becoming.
No, I didn't think about killing nobody or anything or killing anybody. But it was just like my self esteem was a lower than I wasn't like as happy as I usually am. But yeah, I'm okay now.
Did it affect your daily activities? Did you sleep more, sleep less? Um, did you think you needed to change to accommodate what people thought you should be or look like?
Yeah, so in ninth grade, I was in dance, and in dance, that's where most of my bullies were. And they affected my performance. Like right now, I am no longer that girl that loves dance. I hate to say it, but I can't stand doing it in front of people. Yes, I'll do it at home, but I'm not just like public with it anymore.
Um, it kind of did, but not really. I was on a drill team, and they made me feel like at home because they didn't like criticize for your weight size. So no, I mean it kind of did, but not really.
Did you have a support system to help aid you during this time? If yes, then what was it or who was it?
Yes, I definitely had a support system. Like I said earlier, there were days where I would come home crying, and my mom, she would literally stay up like hours at night just to calm me down. She'd be like, yes, people will judge you, but at the end of the day, you have to stay true to who you really are.
Yes, I did have a support system. It was my family, my sisters, my cousin, and my parents. They were definitely there for me and to help me get through it.
Okay, so this question I'm gonna ask Tianse. Why do you feel like people bully other people?
I personally feel like people bully other people just because they don't feel as secure with themselves, so they try to bring other people down.
I feel like people bully other people because they're jealous. Like, you only see a clip of someone's life, and you'll turn that clip into a movie and just judge them from it. And so that's why I feel like that's where it's coming from. Like, it just causes the person pain, really, and confusion. It causes them to second guess who they really are.
I think people bully other people is because they think that the crowd, the popular people wouldn't like it, and they think oh, well, let me do it so I can fit in or so I can be cool. But it doesn't make you cool. It makes you look stupid and retarded and insecure.
Okay, the next question is for Fiance. Since you've never been bullied, have you ever thought about bullying someone else to fit in?
No, I don't really care to fit in. Yeah, I just have like a small group of friends. Those are the only people I talk to. But in middle school, I was friends with these two cousins, and they would talk about this one girl in our class. Very bad. And one time during lunch, she ran out of the cafeteria.
Okay, will be for the last time. If you guys was ever faced with the person or the people that bullied you, how would you handle the situation now that you guys have gotten past it, over it, or through it? How would y'all handle the situation now that y'all know bullying is not acceptable?
For me, if I was in front of my bullies, I wouldn't tell them anything actually because there's nothing to say to them. Nothing will change the past. And Like I said, I am 17 years old, so my bulliers are either about to be grown or are grown. And if they haven't learned their mistakes by now, it just seems to me that that's their problem. That's their insecurity. That's something that they need to fix.
If I was in front of my bullies, I wouldn't say anything because, I mean, it doesn't matter to me anymore because you can apologize and I'll forgive you, but we probably won't be cool ever.
Okay, so that's all of the questions and answers that I have for the panel, but I will speak from a parental point of view. I am a mother of a child that was bullied. So she did come home one day and she was crying, and she told me that the kids at school was bullying her because they thought or felt like she was retarded. So as a parent, I went back to the school to speak to the principal about the situation, and she handled it as she should and had a bullying rally the next Monday. So all of this happened on a Friday. So the next Monday, the Texans Bull was actually at the school to speak with the kids about bullying. So now we're down to the pledge part of the agenda. Everyone has a gray card, right? Right? Everybody has a gray card? Could they put it up in to the sky so we can see whose hand is not up in the air? Everybody? How about y'all in the back? Here we go, here we go. What about the vendors under the tent? Do y'all have y'all gray card? Hello?
Excuse me, does everyone have their...
Do everyone have their gray card with the pledge for anti-bullying? The gray card. If you don't, you can raise your hand. We'll get you one. Okay, on 3, we're going to recite this pledge. And if everyone can put this in their pocket, they backpack on their way back to school, and just remember these kind genders and gestures, hopefully we can make a great impact to reduce bullying in our community. 1, 2, 3. If I see another student struggling to make friends, I will say hi. If I see another student being bullied, I will be a leader and offer help. If I see a student that is shy or not in the in crowd, I will include them. If I see a student who eats lunch by themselves, I will join them, because I am a leader who does not know all the facts of the things people face inside and outside of school. I will change and commit to genuine acts that are still somehow cool. All right? I hope you guys learned a little bit from the question and answer panel today. Again, I am a mental health ambassador for 77021. So if you know anyone that may be dealing with any mental illness that needs help, or even wants to become certified for 3 years as a mental health first aider, you can stop by my table and I will gladly get the information that you need. Thank you.
Talking, Swag.